is hard. It's gonna be these next few months, January all the way through shooting in April is going to be some of the most stressful months of my entire life, and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Love that shot. We got that on the side of the road in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We were like 40 miles from town, about an hour away. There's not a single soul, and I was like, get out and let's just go on the floor. Put the camera on the floor. Yeah. Love that shot. Let's go ahead, copy. Cool. My name's Felizzari-Castillo. I'm the director, co-writer, and producer of Backyard Desert. Backyard Desert follows the story of Pammy, a young Border Patrol agent who finds a migrant on his last breaths. And after that, it kind of forces her to consider what her life is and has been up until this point, and forces her to sort of question her relationships, her job, and everything around her. This is my first feature film, so it's gonna be the first one that I'm directing. It's a big jump from directing, short films and music videos and other types of projects like that I've done for many years now. As the director, there's a lot of pressure from a lot of different avenues, but the place I feel the most pressure is making sure that I make a product that the team is gonna be proud of, and also making a product that the team can win off of. I'm at the helm of this project as a director, and what I decide my vision is, and what I decide that final picture ends up looking like, that affects everyone's careers so much, and that pressure is the thing that I care about most. I feel like I owe it more so to my team to make a really, really great project. It's like crazy when we do this show or do this piece in any capacity. It's always during this kind of like weird time in the world.
Politically, it feels like we're back on that time again.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, we did it last time.
Like if anything, it's just yeah.
We did it last time during Trump's first presidency.
And now we're doing it, and now we're doing it again.
Backyard Desert started off as a play by Nancy Irene Kelly. I was actually hired to direct it about five and a half years ago.
So the play was first produced in 2018, and I first drafted it in 2003, 2004. And so it really sat around a long time.
But it was 2016. It was after she had seen the language that was kind of being used, and like, not even just him, but like his supporters and like the rhetoric that was around it. She was like, we need this play, and I'm gonna make sure that we can get it done. On the wall, I still have a picture of it. We had a bunch of stories, headlines, and articles of like actual immigrant stories and people who were arrested, people who were detained. And that was the time where there was a bunch of those kids in cages and all that.
As a writer, I'm really interested in social issues and just individuals in society. I was just inspired to work on this and create this script after reading some articles about migrant deaths in Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico, trying to cross to the United States. I just feel like the urgency of the moment is coinciding with this film being created and put out there.
It's a piece that we're very excited about because we feel like it highlights humanity over anything. We view it more so as a piece that's speaking to everybody, no matter what side of the aisle you're on.
It's interesting to me to think about how the bigger pieces of social structure and social, economic, and political structure are influencing individuals and influencing relationships. You can think about us like zeroing in on the relationship and then zooming out in a way to the larger context and the larger, world. It's not just about a marriage. It's about these other things as well, but it also is about a marriage,
So really what it becomes is this really introspective piece on law enforcement, but also this piece on the issue at hand, which is migrants dying in the desert, and a story that hopefully you can watch and say, wait, there's a problem here, and I have the power to fix it.
If anything, it's a sign to keep going.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
And if we, 7 years ago, on this very stage, with no money, if we made it happen then, we can make it happen again.
Yeah. When the show ended, I was so sad because I didn't want it to just end. I wanted the story to keep going. I felt like it's an important story to tell. And I really related to the story. My aunt, she came to see it, and she still talks about your monologue to this day. She still remembers it. And like when I told her we were turning into a movie, she was like, she still remembered how it made her feel being in the audience, because my uncle has a very similar immigrant story of like coming here, and like thankfully he made it all the way through. But she said she remembered just crying so much, and afterwards her and my mom were outside in the lobby, they were just crying, and my mom forever, every time she sees you, she just thinks of Jose Luis now, because it's so special. I hadn't come across an original play like that in so long, so I decided to keep trying to produce it, and finally, when the pandemic hit, we really couldn't put it on anymore on stage, and we had to find a way to adapt if we wanted the story to continue. So Nancy and I decided to take a year to adapt it into a screenplay, and now it's a full-length feature film.
I think it's totally exciting that it's going to be put in this medium, and I think it's appropriate. The landscape and the setting in this play and in this film and the imagery is so key. And so in a theater, you do that with lighting and, in your imagination and with a scrim or whatever, but your space is still very limited. Here, we can use the landscape. We can go to the location, to the place. I'm just so grateful to Ethan. I mean, it's been a passion project for him. He's never let it go while I'm like raising a child. And so to have him come and be that driving force has been a godsend for me. And just taking this project, seeing its potential and seeing, being so passionate about it, bringing other people on board who are as well, and making it happen.
When I know that I'm gonna affect so many people that work with us, then I know I have to be at the top of my game. And at this phase where we're at right now in the pre-production side of things, we don't have a paycheck coming in every single day or every single week. So the hours that we're putting in are hours because we believe in the project, and we believe that it someday can make money and can make an impact. So it really means a lot to me to create a series like the one we're creating right now, that you're watching right now, because I want to make the filmmaking experience, especially the feature filmmaking experience, to not feel as far away. Our main goal is to inspire other creatives, doesn't matter where they are in their journey, to show people, hey, it's a weird time to make films, and filmmaking is not easy. It's not always gonna be really pretty, but we're gonna find a way to make this thing happen because we need it to happen and we want it to happen. I think that it's possible, and I hope people see that. And with our film, I hope people understand that it is possible to make an independent movie.